What's good, people? I'm sitting right here with my man RP Boo. It's the DJ Slugo co-sign album. Of course, I had to get my man RP Boo to co-sign this album for me. So RP, if people in the ghetto house world want to know what your contribution was in those days to the ghetto house movement, what would you say it is?
First of all, my contribution was being allowed to come in as a dancer. And when I first came in, I was introduced to people such as, before I met you, was Dion and Milton.
Okay.
But then, as things started going on, I was able to spend certain points with House of Battle.
Okay.
But then when I got to meet you, you was one of the first people that actually gave a compliment, but we was in different places.
Exactly.
So, as we doing the parties with you guys and having a good time, it was the constant music coming from you guys that I was able to play. And with a lot of parties I did before Dion and Milton came back in, I was able to just keep pumping that crowd going on. Then the biggest of the crowd was the people that grew up to y'all. So that's how it was more of an introduction. So with that being said, going out with you and Dion and Milton, I was accepted. So with that would say I was a great part of it, but I wasn't producing tracks when I first met you.
Right.
So the contribution is just steady, having a good time with the dancers. The music was hot,
Right.
the people was hot, and it was ongoing. It was more of a demand.
Yes, sir.
So without knowing, this demand became an explosion to ghetto house. The chants, the originality, the anthems. But one thing I do have to compliment, when you made not Culture Life, it was matter of fact, Culture Life.
With all the names in it?
No, but
Just the track.
I don't know if you caught it, but when you was thinking about it and how you made it, that was something that I don't know if you caught on to the pattern of it. It's off of old commercial, skip, from the 70s. And I was like,
Oh, wow.
Really? I don't know if you knew that.
Nah, they just told me something on camera. So, speaking of big records, if people out there don't know, the people who don't know who RP Boo is, and they start Googling ghetto house music, if they wanted to pick up the biggest record that RP Boo done, which record would you say that would be?
Off label that they get pressed would have been Baby Come On.
Baby, come on.
Other than that is when we did the remixes in the Godzilla, but that was through in Detroit. But other than that, I never really got a chance to go out to do it because you knew better than I did with the situation that was happening in Dance Lane.
Right.
So other than that, then when we did the two 12-inch.
Oh, the double EP, yeah. That never came out.
That never came out.
Yeah.
So
I still got that album.
So for me, it was the ongoing and the spinning to what time came to what I got a chance later.
Okay.
But still, I still never forgot the point of saying what got us there and with the tracks. So as the time changed, I think I came in at the last minute.
Yeah, you caught Dance Mini at the end. Yeah, when it was almost over. Yeah. Okay, so you're older family man now, traveling the world, and then we're talking young RP Boo. Now there's a young RP Boo out there right now trying to come up in the music scene with the ghetto house or the Juke scene. What would the older RP Boo say to the younger RP Boo coming up now?
You gotta have a love for what it is. From the heart. It's not about being competitive. It's not about being better than the next. That was something that I had to learn. And situations come up to the point of everything is done first without understanding. But with an understanding, you gotta have the love for it, especially if you're producing. Is sometimes you might think you sound like somebody else. That's okay. But as long as you keep producing and letting people hear your tracks. Slugo got good notes. I have notes.
Right.
So it's about giving back, but you gotta have that love for it. Don't come in this game thinking about those females. Because if you do, they gonna get the upper hand on you. But you gotta have love for it and never give up, because when it all worked out for me, I was 41. And who would have told me, was pressing play on the turntable to 41, it turned out to 23 years. You tell somebody it take 23 years to get somewhere, they'll give up now.
Yes, it will.
So the best advice, you gotta have love for it, and there's enough room for everybody.
Yes, sir.
And with that being said, you might don't get a chance to go overseas, start at home, but I tell you like this, it's hard out there overseas, because you could be known at home, but you still gotta show and prove, but they still control it. So it's about what you do with your investments. You invest in each other, build your brand, get going, and never give up on your dreams.
There we is. All right, group. So, gotta let you sign the famous book. And you get to sign right after the test. So right here, I need the famous DJ Boo.
See, he know. He know.
And then print here. So again, right now we got DJ Boo co-signing the album. I'm gonna let him have his last few words when he get through, and we appreciate our people co-signing the DJ Slugo co-signed the album. And there you have it. It's DJ Boo live and direct right here. You got any last words for the people before we leave?
You know what? I do have some last words for the people. I'm blessed, and one thing I can say, I really do miss them.
Listen,
I really do.
I can't interview you because you still my man.
I really miss you, man. You just don't know. It's just people don't understand. Just things when you learning, you will have disagreements.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I learned. I said everything is done without it. So you have to take everything for what it is. Don't hurt, don't harm. But how things is and how this system works, it can start off with some BS.
Mm-hmm.
But once you grow up and you see what it is, you know what, man? I learned a lot hanging with this man. Simple, easy, and plus my mom still asks about you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So again, this is my man. You know, I know a lot of people. What I'm learning in this game is a lot of people will keep stuff up to keep us divided.
Right.
And you know, the reason I even made sure I did this interview, and you don't know it, but Twan, we were on Twan's boat.
I saw it.
We was on Twan's boat, and he was on me like, man, you and Boo like this, bro. Y'all, you know, the way y'all came up, y'all gotta let that, whatever it is. He was like, he hasn't hurt you. You haven't physically hurt him. Y'all haven't did it. And he was like, y'all don't never even let it get to that point. You and Boo talk. I said, man, I'm still gonna interview Boo because Boo is still key to what it is that we came up when we was coming up with the dance. I'm like, a lot of people don't know that. You got a lot of key records that help keep that movement going to where it's going. So, you can't do an album with interviews and then leave out somebody because of feelings or things like that. You know, you're still my man. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, I'm one of those people that say, man, like, you know, we got 20-something years, and when you got a friendship for 20-something years, you don't let nothing crazy, like a record. You know what I'm saying? We talking about a record. Then the people who were stressing it and all off into it.
All outside.
Yeah, all outside. So it's like,
all outside.
This my Chicago homie. Outside of my Chicago homie, me and this man that slept in my house. This man, I done been this man mom's is like my mom's. So when you got that, I want people to see that on camera. It ain't no dividing Chicago brothers. You know what I'm saying? Especially ones from the ghetto house world. So our people is my people. I don't care how y'all look at it. I don't care how people feel about it. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Chicago guys that come from where we come from, we can fight each other, but we'll fight you. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. So I'm gonna let our people say his last words and we'll get off this camera, bro.
It's so much in Ghetto House that still hasn't came out.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, even if you don't hear from me, because I know what happened.
Yes.
Oh, watch what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Don't think I got all these guys on camera for nothing.
Y'all get ready.
I got everybody coming back. Salute, let's go. It's the DJ Slugo co-signed album. They co-signed the album because we coming back.